Have you ever wondered how the wealthy make their money grow almost like magic? Today I'm going to show you a simple yet powerful tool called the Rule of 72 that can help you double your money. Picture the day you check your bank account and see twice what you invested. Sounds like a dream, right? But it's totally possible, and I've been on this journey myself. Years ago, I was stuck in debt, maxing out my credit cards, feeling like I'd never climb out of that hole. Then I discovered strategies like this, and everything changed. The Rule of 72 is like a treasure map for your wealth. It's not complicated, and anyone can use it, even if you're starting small. Let's dive into this secret and see how it works. First, the basics. What is the Rule of 72? It is a simple formula that shows how long it takes to double your money based on your investment's rate of return. For example, if you invest in something yielding 8% a year, divide 72 by 8, and you'll see your money can double in 9 years. Sounds simple, but the impact is huge. Think of it like a snowball. It starts small, but as it rolls, it grows bigger and bigger. That's the magic of compound interest, and the Rule of 72 is your best friend for calculating it. Whether you have $100 or $10,000, the principle is the same. Why does this matter to you? Because time and patience are your biggest allies in building wealth. Many of us, especially between 18 and 25, crave financial freedom to travel, buy a car, or live on our own. If you're 26 to 40, maybe your focus is stability, paying off a mortgage, saving for your kids, or retiring early. The Rule of 72 works for all these goals. It gives you clarity on how long it'll take to get there. And the best part? You don't need to be a math genius to use it. Let's picture a real scenario. Say you have $1,000 and find an investment yielding 10% a year. Using the Rule of 72, divide 72 by 10, and you get 7.2 years. That means in just over 7 years, your $1,000 turns into $2,000 without lifting a finger. Keep investing, and it doubles again to $4,000 and so on. It's like planting a seed today and harvesting a tree full of fruit tomorrow. But be careful. Not every investment is safe, and we'll talk about that later. I know how it feels when money barely lasts till the end of the month. Maybe you're juggling student loans, high rent, or endless bills. The good news? You don't need much to start. The Rule of 72 works even with small amounts, and the secret is to start now. The earlier you jump in, the more time works for you. Think about it. If you're 20 and start today, you could double your money multiple times before 40. It is a real path out of financial struggle. But here's a warning. The Rule of 72 is an estimate, not a guarantee. It assumes a steady return, and markets aren't always like that. Stocks, index funds, and other investments can fluctuate. Still, it gives you a clear view of the potential. It's like a financial GPS. It shows the direction, but you need to adjust the route. Don't worry, I'll show you how to pick smart investments and avoid pitfalls. The journey to wealth starts with knowledge. So, why do the rich know this while so many of us don't? Because school never taught us about money. Growing up in America often means facing pressures like college debt or sky-high living costs. But the Rule of 72 levels the playing field. It helps you plan and dream big, whether for a vacation in Miami or buying your first home. The secret of millionaires isn't just having money, it's knowing how to multiply it. Think of it like building a muscle. At first, lifting weights is tough, but with consistency, you get stronger. Investing is the same. Start small, stay consistent, and watch the results grow. The Rule of 72 is your personal trainer in this financial gym. And the best part? You don't need much to get in the game. Even $50 a month can make a difference if you start now. Let's build that future together. I've been where you are, feeling the American dream was out of reach. But I learned that small actions, like using the Rule of 72, can change everything. Today, I want to help you take that first step. It doesn't matter if you're starting from zero or have some savings. This strategy is for anyone who wants more freedom, more security, more control over life. Close your eyes for a second and imagine, what if your money doubled in the coming years? How would it feel to stop worrying about late bills or emergencies? The Rule of 72 is the first step to making that dream real. Get ready to shift your mindset and your financial life. Now that you're excited about the Rule of 72, let's put it into action. Imagine you start with $500 and find an index fund averaging 6% a year. First, know that not all investments are equal. Stocks might offer high returns like 10% or more, but they come with risks. Government bonds or index funds, like those tracking the S&P 500, tend to be steadier, averaging 6% to 8% a year. Using the Rule of 72, a 6% return doubles your money in 12 years and 8% in 9 years. Your choice depends on your risk tolerance. If you're young, you might handle more ups and downs for bigger gains. If you want stability, safer options are better. But how do you start with little money? Here's the secret. Consistency wins. Even $20 a week invested wisely can grow. Say you invest $100 a month at 7% a year. By the Rule of 72, it doubles every 10 years, and with regular contributions, the results are even better. Think of it like building a house. Each brick seems small, but over time, you've got a mansion. The key is to start, even small. Time is your biggest ally. And if you're dealing with debt, I get that struggle. Student loans or credit card debt can drain you. Here, the Rule of 72 works against you. If your card charges 18% a year, 72 divided by 18 is 4. Your debt doubles in 4 years if you pay it down. So, tackle high-interest debt first. Pay as much as you can, then invest. Turning this around is possible, and I believe in you. Now, let's talk mindset. The wealthy don't just invest, they think differently. They see money as a seed, not something to spend thoughtlessly. Adopt this. Every dollar you save and invest is a worker planting wealth for your future. The Rule of 72 shows the potential, but your discipline makes it happen. If you're 18 to 25, imagine the freedom of living without bosses or schedules. If you're 26 to 40, picture the peace of owning a home or a secure future for your family. The U.S. financial market is full of opportunities. Index funds, like those tracking the S&P 500, are accessible and reliable long-term. For example, the S&P 500 has historically averaged about 7% a year after inflation. Divide 72 by 7, and your money doubles in just over 10 years. And the best part? You can start with apps that accept small amounts, like $10 or $50. It's like joining a game where everyone can win as long as you play strategically. But watch out for traps. Promises of quick cash are dangerous. Crypto, for example, might yield big returns but swings wildly. The Rule of 72 works best with steady, diversified investments. Don't put all your money in one place. Think of it like a basketball team. You need different players, each with their strengths, to win. Diversifying cuts risk and keeps your money growing. I learned this the hard way, and now I want to save you from that mistake. Let's make it real. Imagine you start with $1,000 and invest at 8% a year. I know breaking free from financial struggle or reaching the American dream feels far off, but every step counts. When I started, I could barely afford rent, but I learned to save and invest. Today, I see my money grow, and I want that for you. The Rule of 72 is your compass for this journey. If you're ready to change your financial life, show me. If you want to double your money and build wealth in 2025, comment, "I'm going to multiply my money." When I see your comment, I'll be proud, knowing you're on the path to transform your story, and I'll drop a heart to cheer you on. Now that you've commented, let's keep going. Now that you grasp the Rule of 72 and how to pick smart investments, let's talk about applying it wisely. Choosing the right investments is like building a winning team. You need reliable players and a solid strategy. Good news? It's not as tricky as it seems. You can start with accessible options like index funds or ETFs, which track the U.S. market and offer 6% to 8% average returns. By the Rule of 72 at 8%, your money doubles in 9 years. But the secret is researching and understanding where your money goes. First, know your options. Index funds, like those tracking the S&P 500, are popular because they spread your risk and have a strong track record. Over the last 50 years, the S&P 500 has delivered about 7% a year after inflation. Divide 72 by 7, and you double your money in just over 10 years. If you're 18 to 25, that means an investment today can grow massively before you hit 30. For those 26 to 40, it's a way to build security for your family or retirement. But what if you don't have much to invest? No problem. Start small. Modern investing apps let you begin with $10, $20, or $50. Imagine investing $50 a month at 6% a year. By the rule of 72, it doubles in 12 years, and with regular additions, the growth is even bigger. It's like building a ladder. Each step takes you higher. Consistency is key. Even small amounts invested regularly transform your financial life with compound interest. Now, a warning. Avoid common mistakes. Many dive into risky investments like single stocks or hot trends without research. I've seen friends lose money chasing hot tips without understanding the market. The rule of 72 works best with stable, predictable returns. Diversify. Mix index funds, bonds, and maybe a sprinkle of stocks if you can handle the risk. Think of it like a balanced meal. You need protein, carbs, and veggies to stay strong. In investing, diversification is your strength, and timing, it's crucial. The earlier you start, the more compound interest works for you. If you're 20 and invest $1,000 at 10% a year, by the rule of 72, you've got $2,000 by 27. Let it grow another 7 years and it's $4,000 by 34. But wait until 30 to start, and you miss that extra cycle. I know life is busy, rent, bills, maybe kids, but even $10 a week can make a difference. Time is your superpower. Another tip: learn the difference between risk and reward. High-return investments, like some stocks or crypto, might promise 12% or more a year. By the rule of 72, 72 divided by 12 is 6 years to double your money. Tempting, right? But the risk is higher. I've taken chances and learned balance is key. For beginners, index funds or ETFs are safer and still leverage the rule of 72. Research, read, and, if you can, talk to someone who's invested successfully. And if you're climbing out of debt, I feel that pressure. Credit card debt in the US often charges 20% or more a year. By the rule of 72, 72 divided by 20 is 3.6 years. Your debt doubles in that time if unchecked. So, prioritize paying off high-interest debt first. Cut unnecessary spending like subscriptions you barely use and free up cash. Then invest. It's like fixing a cracked foundation before building your dream house. I fought debt and know the relief of clearing it. You're closer than you think. Think of your future. Imagine paying off your mortgage, traveling to Las Vegas or Miami, or having an emergency fund that brings peace. The rule of 72 helps you plan that. If you're young, it's your shot at independence. If you're in your 30s or 40s, it's the path to stability. I started with little, facing the same struggles as you, and today I see my money grow. You can too. Believe in your potential and take the next step. To keep this journey going with me, I need your support. If you're ready to double your money and build a better future, subscribe to the channel now. Your subscription shows me you're committed to changing your financial life. Together, we'll turn your dreams into reality. I'm here to guide you, and every new subscriber motivates me to bring more content like this. Now that you understand the rule of 72 and how to choose smart investments, let's supercharge your journey. The key to doubling your money faster is combining strategies. Invest wisely, boost your contributions, and shift your mindset. Think of your money as an engine. The rule of 72 is the fuel, but you need to rev it up with practical actions. Today, I'll show you real steps to break free from financial struggle, build wealth, and reach your dreams, whether it's owning a home or the freedom to live on your terms. Let's start with the basics and grow together. First, focus on saving to invest. Many of us face high rent, student loans, or daily costs in the US. But here's a tip. Build a starter fund with just $10 a week. In a year, that's $520. Invested at 8% a year, and by the rule of 72, you double to $1,040 in 9 years. Seems small? Add $20 a month and watch the growth explode with compound interest. It's like watering a plant. Small, steady doses build strong roots and big results. Next step, find ways to boost your income. I know easier said than done, but hear me out. Consider skills you already have. Maybe you're good with computers, write well, or love cars. Turn that into extra cash. Freelance online, do simple repairs, or tutor. Take that extra money and invest. If you earn $200 more a month and invest at 10% by the rule of 72, it doubles in 7.2 years. It's like adding a turbo to your financial engine. More income, more investments, more growth. Now, let's talk practical investments. Index funds, like those tracking the S&P 500, are great for beginners. Historically, they yield about 7% a year after inflation. Divide 72 by 7, and your money doubles in 10 years. Want more? Consider dividends. Some stocks pay quarterly bonuses. Reinvest those, and compound interest accelerates. I started with $100 in a fund like that and saw the potential. You don't need much, just consistency. But watch your lifestyle. Many earn more and spend more. New cars, fancy clothes, constant dining out. That's like popping a tire on your financial car. Live below your means. If you earn $2,000 a month, live on $1,600 and invest the rest. By the rule of 72, $400 monthly at 8% doubles in 9 years and keeps growing. I fell into this trap, spending everything, but learned to prioritize the future. You can flip that switch too. And if you have debt, attack high-interest ones first, like credit cards. Interest at 20% a year doubles your debt in 3.6 years by the rule of 72. Pay as much as you can. Cut unneeded expenses like overpriced coffee and free up cash. Then invest. It's like fixing a leaky foundation before building your dream home. I battled debt and know the relief of paying it off. You're closer than you imagine. For those 18 to 25, the rule of 72 is your weapon for independence. Start small, invest in accessible funds, and let time work. For those 26 to 40, it's about stability. Picture paying off a mortgage or saving for your kids. The rule of 72 is your map. Use investing apps, read about the market, and learn from those who've made it. I started from scratch, and today my money grows. You have that power. Think of your dream. Maybe it's a trip to Miami, buying a home, or ditching bills forever. The rule of 72 shows the way, but you need to act. Save, invest, boost your income, and be patient. It's like training for a marathon. Each step gets you closer to the finish line. I believe in you, and I want you to show your support. If you're committed to doubling your money, like this video now, your like tells me you're on this journey with me. Let's get inspired by real stories. I know of a guy named John, an average American, delivering pizzas at 22. He started saving $50 a month and invested in an index fund at 7% a year. By the rule of 72, his money doubled every 10 years. By 42, he had tens of thousands, bought a home, and now lives with more ease. He wasn't rich, but he used the rule of 72 and discipline. His story shows you don't need much to start. Another example is Mary, a single mom at 30. She faced student loans and high rent. She cut costs, like pricey coffee, and saved $30 a week. Invested at 6%, by the rule of 72, it doubled in 12 years. She reinvested, learned about dividends, and now has extra monthly income. Mary turned struggle into opportunity. If she did it, why can't you? The rule of 72 is for everyone, no matter where you're from. Now, mindset. The wealthy see money as an ally, not an enemy. Shift your view. Every dollar invested is a soldier fighting for your financial freedom. It took me time to get this. I used to spend everything, thinking I'd never escape the hole. But I learned small actions, guided by the rule of 72, change everything. Stop sabotaging yourself with thoughts like, "I'll never make it." You're capable, and the first step is believing. Consistency is everything. Invest monthly, even if it's little. By the rule of 72, $100 at 9% a year becomes $200 in 8 years. Add more, and growth takes off. Think of it like cooking. A pinch of salt doesn't do much, but adding bit by bit transforms the dish. Be patient. Millionaires didn't build wealth overnight. They planted, watered, and waited. You're planting your seeds today. And risks? They're real. Markets dip, but long-term options like index funds recover. Studies show the S&P 500 grows about 7% a year after inflation. By the rule of 72, your money doubles in 10 years. I've seen market drops and worried, but learned patience pays. Don't panic. Focus on the long run. Diversify and trust the process. For you, 18 to 25 folks, this is your shot at freedom. Invest early, use the rule of 72, and live without bosses or worries. For those 26 to 40, it's about legacy, security for you and your family. Imagine the peace of an emergency fund or a comfy retirement. The rule of 72 guides you. I was stuck with bills, but I changed my story. You can too, and I'm here to help. Let's talk action. Start today. Open an investment account. Research index funds. Save $10 a week. By the rule of 72, small steps lead to big results. Don't wait for the perfect moment. I started with almost nothing, facing your same struggles. Today I see my money grow, and I want that for you. The American dream is within reach, and the rule of 72 is your tool. Think of your future. How would it feel to stop worrying about money? Own a home, travel, or just live with ease? The rule of 72 shows the path, but you need to walk it. Save, invest, learn, and grow. I believe in your potential. Every step gets you closer to your goal. Are you ready to transform your financial life? We've reached the action moment. You know the rule of 72, saw how to apply it, and got inspired by real stories. Now it's time for a practical plan. First step, analyze your spending. Grab a notebook or app and track where your money goes. Cut what you don't need. That streaming service you barely use, pricey snacks. Save $20, $50 a month. Invest that at 8%, and by the rule of 72, it doubles in 9 years. Small cuts build your foundation. Second step, build an emergency fund. In the US, 60% of people don't have $1,000 saved for surprises. Don't be that stat. Start with $10 a week. In a year, that's $520. Keep it in a safe account, maybe earning 4%. By the rule of 72, it doubles in 18 years, but the goal here is security. I needed cash for an unexpected car repair once, and that cushion saved me. You deserve that peace. Third step, invest smart. Start with index funds or ETFs. They're accessible and reliable. If you invest $100 a month at 7%, by the rule of 72, it doubles in 10 years. Use simple apps that let you start with $5. Reinvest dividends and add more. It's like revving a car. Each action speeds up your growth. I started this way, and today I see real results. Fourth step, educate yourself. Read about finance, watch videos, learn from those who've made it. Understand terms like compound interest or ETFs. Think of it like a map. The more you know the terrain, the better you navigate. I devoured books and podcasts when I started, and it changed my view. The rule of 72 is simple, but knowledge makes you use it better. You have the power to master this. Fifth step, boost your income. Look for freelance gigs, sell stuff you don't use, learn a new skill like design or coding. Take $100 extra a month and invest at 9%. By the rule of 72, it doubles in 8 years. I started fixing things at home and invested every cent. More income means more fuel for your wealth machine. You have hidden talents that can take you far. Sixth step, be patient. Wealth doesn't come fast. Millionaires build over years using the rule of 72 to plan. If you're 20, invest now and see growth by 30. If you're 30 or 40, create stability for the future. I waited, stuck with it, and it paid off. The secret is to keep going, even when it feels slow. Your future self will thank you. 7th step, track your progress. Monthly, check how much you've invested and how it's growing. By the rule of 72, calculate how long until it doubles. Adjust if needed. More contributions, better returns. It's like checking a GPS on a trip. You see if you're on track. I do this every month and feel proud of each gain. You'll feel that same pride. 8th step, avoid traps. Steer clear of easy money promises. Diversify. Funds, stocks, bonds. By the rule of 72, steady returns like 6% or 8% double your money safely. I almost fell for schemes but learned to research. Protect your future with smart choices. You're sharper than the market's tricks. 9th step, dream big. Use the rule of 72 to plan. Want $10,000? Invest $5,000 at 10% and it doubles in 7.2 years. Want to travel? Own a home? Retire early? The rule of 72 shows the way. I dreamed of financial freedom, and today I'm closer. Your dreams, from the American dream to a calm life, are within reach. Are you ready to double your money and change your life? I know you are. Start today. Save, invest, learn. The rule of 72 is your ally. I've been in your shoes, struggling, but I turned it around. Now it's your turn. If you watched this far, comment, "I'm going to double my money." When I see your comment, I'll drop a heart, because I know you're on the road to wealth.